The studio lights at the Kelly Clarkson show glowed brighter than usual that afternoon, washing the stage in warm gold and soft blues, the kind of lighting that made everything feel larger than life. The audience buzzed with anticipation the moment Jennifer Lopez's name echoed through the speakers. Phones were already raised, whispers racing through the crowd. This wasn't just another celebrity interview. Lo walked out in a sleek white outfit, confidence in every step, her presence commanding the room before she even said a word. Her smile was radiant, polished, familiar, the kind that had defined decades of stardom. Kelly greeted her with her usual warmth, eyes bright, arms open wide. The two shared a friendly hug as the band played a short celebratory tune, applause thundering through the studio. For a moment, it felt like pure television magic, two powerful women, both icons in their own way, meeting in a space built on warmth and positivity. They settled into their chairs, and the opening minutes were easy, playful, natural. They joked about busy schedules, touring life, family chaos, and the strange reality of being recognized in the most random places. Jennifer laughed freely, flipping her hair and teasing Kelly about her dancing skills, while Kelly shot back with self-deprecating humor that made the audience roar. There was comfort in the rhythm of it. The band reacted to punchlines. The crowd clapped on cue. Producers relaxed behind the cameras. Everything felt safe. Then the conversation shifted. Not abruptly. Not dramatically. Just a subtle turn in tone, like the wind changing direction. Kelly, glancing at her cue cards, brought up a recent headline, something about Jennifer's creative control on a new project, rumors of tension behind the scenes, whispers of conflict with collaborators. It was the kind of topic that talk shows touched all the time, not cruel, not aggressive, but delicate. Jennifer's smile didn't disappear, but it tightened. It was almost invisible, the kind of micro-expression only cameras and intuition could catch. Her posture changed too, just slightly. Shoulders straighter, chin lifted. The relaxed energy shifted into something more guarded, more controlled. I think a lot of stories get exaggerated, Jennifer said calmly, her voice smooth, measured, professional. People love drama more than truth. Kelly nodded, sensing the shift but trying to keep things light. Of course, but you know how fans are, they get curious. They want to understand what's really going on behind the scenes. Jennifer leaned forward a little. Well, curiosity is one thing, she said, voice firm but still composed, but twisting narratives is another. I've worked too hard for people to reduce my career to gossip. The studio energy changed instantly. The audience quieted. The band stopped moving. The air felt heavier, denser, like something important had just entered the room. This wasn't playful anymore. This wasn't small talk. Kelly laughed nervously, trying to soften the moment. I totally get that. And you've been in the spotlight longer than most people can even imagine. But that's exactly the point, Jennifer interrupted, not sharply, but firmly. I've been here long enough to recognize patterns. And I'm tired of them. Her voice wasn't raised. There was no shouting, no chaos. But there was intensity, controlled, focused, real. The kind that makes people lean forward in their seats. The audience felt it. Years of pressure, scrutiny, judgment, rumors, and expectations seemed to sit behind her words. Every headline, every critique, every viral comment that questioned her talent, her worth, her place, it all felt present in that moment. I'm not just a headline, Jennifer continued, her eyes steady. I'm a woman who's built something real, a career, a legacy, a life. And I won't let it be reduced to speculation. A few people in the audience clapped softly. Kelly shifted in her chair, clearly trying to balance empathy with the structure of live television. Absolutely, and you deserve that respect. But sometimes talking about these things helps clear the air. Jennifer shook her head slowly. No, she said. Sometimes it just feeds the machine. The silence that followed was thick. Cameras zoomed in slightly. Producers exchanged looks behind the scenes. The energy was no longer relaxed, it was charged, electric, unpredictable. This was no longer a segment. It was a moment. Kelly tried to redirect. Let's talk about your new music. But Jennifer wasn't done. You know what people never talk about. She said quietly. The work. The discipline. The sacrifices. The nights you don't sleep. The pressure to be perfect all the time. Her voice softened, but the intensity deepened. They talk about rumors. They talk about drama. They talk about stories that aren't even real. The audience was completely silent now. Even the band members were watching. I've given everything to this industry, she continued. And I'm proud of that. But I won't sit quietly while my story gets rewritten for entertainment. Kelly looked genuinely moved, but also caught off guard. This wasn't the direction the interview was meant to go. This wasn't part of the plan. Jennifer, Kelly said gently, I respect you. Truly. I do. Jennifer met her eyes. Then respect my boundaries, she replied calmly. That sentence landed like thunder. Not loud, not explosive, but heavy, real, the kind of line that changes the atmosphere in a room instantly. The audience felt it. The crew felt it. The energy shifted from talk show entertainment to something raw and personal. Jennifer took a breath, then straightened in her chair. I'm here to share my work, my art, my journey, she said. Not defend myself against narratives I didn't create. A long pause followed. No laughter. No applause. No music. Just silence. Then Jennifer stood up. Slowly. Calmly. Purposefully. Gasps rippled through the studio. Kelly stood too, instinctively, hands slightly raised. Jennifer. But Jennifer didn't look angry. She looked resolved. I won't sit here and let my life be turned into entertainment for clicks, she said quietly. The words echoed through the studio. And in that moment, everything changed.